Hey, what's up, Torelli, Raz? You like this nun the best? I like it, but for some odd reason I like the Star Trek the way she's coming out. I thought it was going to be the police officer, but I don't know, I guess the Star Trek the way the outfit fits. Yeah, it's funny, when I started them, I thought the cop was going to be like the one, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to get this outfit correct. But I guess as I worked on this one more, the outfit worked. I guess because I didn't have to make it so detailed, because it's more of a cartoon look, I think it works. But then again, once they're all painted, we'll see. I saw your reply on Patreon. I'm hoping some other people chime in, but not very many are active on it. So, see how if anyone else kind of chimes in or gives me some more feedback. So I thought, you know, Savage Land, you know, like a Savage Land Velma or a Savage Land Chigo from Kim Possible, you know, something like that would probably be kind of cool. That just popped in my mind on Sunday. Yeah, I saw the Storm, and she got a really good pose. You know, we could swap the head out too very easily now, you know, and also being able to print the head out at the same time as the body will make life easier. So yeah, probably Friday, you know, I'll get some more feedback. I'll have to set it up on stream, show the pictures, but I thought it might be kind of cool. You know, because like even if somebody said like Velma from Scooby-Doo, you can kind of give her little elements. Yeah, it's got to be narrowed down, you know, especially with something that's not like a Harley Quinn or, you know, Jessica Rabbit. We have to kind of come up with a theme and sort of narrow it down, because you can't, leaving it open to be too crazy. But I figure, you know, just getting feedback and getting ideas, we could come up with something. And it doesn't, I guess it doesn't have to be that Storm statue either. It could be like a Savage Land character, but we could find another body too. You know, even if it was the Poison statue. But like I said, I'm open up to ideas, suggestions. If you know any good like STL files that are sort of easy to work with, I guess you could say, like I guess almost nude. Yeah, that's what I'm just trying to gauge. You know, what kind of themes: lingerie, Savage Land, swimsuit. I don't know. Just trying to come up with some ideas. Just, you know, it could be like we could do like Savage Land, but only a villain character. You know, or it has to be a cartoon character. I don't know. I'm trying to. It's kind of hard to do with my position. It's not like I have like 80,000 Patreon members, you know. So whatever I do, it's got to be able to sell at a decent price to fund the next character, you know. So that's kind of what I got to keep in mind too. I hate to say it, but that's just the reality of the position I'm in. You know, I can't do something for a cheap amount of time, you know. Yeah, my friend's got a lot of files too. Like, if you see a file and you think it might be a good pose, you know, like, more or less I'm thinking the anatomy's got to be good. It can't be like a sloppy pose. I want it to be a really good body, like that Poison body's good, the Deja Thoris is good, the Savage Land Storm body was good. The heads I'm not worried about, because we could always, you know, swap out a different head from another file. It's the body that I'm concerned about. I don't want you or anyone else to suggest a body that's like, oh, you know, this is already this character, but it's like, you know, that's sometimes they're sloppy. Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard position I'm in. You know, like Patreon members who got like, you know, 30, 40, 50 people subbing a month, they can go ahead and, you know, do these things off the wall. But with me, it's gotta, you know, you gotta think of like on DVR, what's popular, what characters do you always see? You know, you see Wonder Woman, you see like as villains, you see like, you know, what's that, the villain that's in the green, the makeup with the horns. There you see a lot of Shigo from Kim Possible. You know, you see Scooby-Doo girls like Velma. So it's like you gotta kind of stick with those. Position on trading STL files? Honestly, I really don't think it's a big deal. Like, how are you going to stop people from doing it? You know, I'm sure there's tons of people out there who sub to Patreons and it's 5 people who want the file, but they only have 1 person subbing. Like, you can't stop it. You could be as like, oh, you know, you're so anti-trading files, but honestly, how are you going to stop it? You know? It's just the nature of the way things are. You're going to have people that are going to want to, you know, support you, and then you're going to have other people that are going to be like, well, you know, my friend subs here, I sub here, and we trade each other files, you know? I mean, in reality, you bought the file, so you could do what you want with it. I mean, there's no, like, rules or laws or anything, you know? I don't know. I'm pretty sure people get pissed off at me saying that, but, I mean, who's going to stop you? You know, and at the end of the day, too, unless it's an original character, people are still not paying the license for the character. So if there's an STL file, I know they sculpted it, and I know they put the work and time, but they still don't own the rights to the character. So you can also argue that, too. Yeah, Raz, I got friends who sub to stuff that have lent me files, and then I've also lent them files that I've purchased. You know, so... And let me see if I can explain this. Say this Jessica Rabbit came out, right? And the ST file goes out in the wild. And pretty much everybody that's ever going to buy it bought it. At that point, what do you do anymore? It's already been out for so long. So if somebody trades you the file, like, you know... It's been, like, say it's been out for 3 years. I mean, what are you going to do after that point? It's probably in everybody's hand. Every 3D printer probably has the file on their hard drive. You know, I don't know. It's just the way the nature is, I guess. Yeah, I try and be respectful too. I mean, like, there's a couple files that I wanted that I said, you know what, I'm going to, whatchamacallit, see, the way I work at it is if I'm going to buy the file, I try to support the sculptor and I'll will buy it from it directly. But if I just needed to head off of one file and my friend or somebody else has that file, I just ask them if they could just print me the head. But if I'm going to do a full scope, I usually buy the file. Hey Rukin, how's it going? Yes, I am masking the outfit because we're going to start painting up the skin. I just want this outfit to stay smooth when I airbrush it. But yeah, I mean, if somebody has just a head I want off a file, I guess I don't think it's the end of the world. But if I want the file itself, I'll go ahead and purchase it. But, you could get mad at me for saying that, if you do. But if you go on Etsy and you go onto some of these other sites, there's people who bought these files or they got them in the wild and they're reselling them, They don't own them. They're not selling it for the creator, but they're reselling the files. So, there's a whole market of people who buy the files and resell them. Because there might not be a lot of people out there who know that they could go to that, Patreon page and sub and get the files too. They just probably think, oh, look at this one, I'm going to buy this. So. Yeah, and you'll never be able to stop anyone, Like, in this day and age, if you were to shame somebody on Facebook, oh, you traded all these files, and we don't want to work with you anymore, you can never stop that person from getting those files, because they can own a 3D printer, and they can still get the files. This whole 3D market's different. We're in a different entity from what it used to be, so can't stop it. No, I just think a license holder can't stop what's going on now. Everything is just so crazy, they can't stop the beast. That's the problem. Because there's guys on Facebook that sell finished pre-painted items, Yes, I'm sure the companies could go after them, but at this point in time, I don't think they can stop it. And the STL market's already blew up so crazy now, it's unreal. Like if those companies over in China wanted to release the beast, they have all those STL files they probably see from companies like Sideshow and even guys on Facebook. If they ever really wanted to just like screw it, we're gonna release it all. They could probably just release everything, which probably might happen someday. I'm not saying it's a good thing. But, if you really think that those companies are not hoarding all those files, you're mistaken. I'm pretty sure every single one of those companies have a whole hard drives filled with all these old files just sitting there. Really, Terrell? Like, Has there been like a lot of STE file dumps? I've seen a couple, but I thought those were whatchamacallit, those were like 3D scans. Yeah, I think companies probably realize if they rock the boat with fans, that fans will boycott their other products, and they probably just said screw it. I think as long as people are not making like $1 million, $3 million a year on stuff, they don't care. Like somebody like me that does 1 or 2 customs, it's like me buying like a Toyota car and then customizing it and then reselling it. But if I was to, you know, create a plant and sell Toyota cars that are not licensed, they come after me. So it's like, I guess it's a fine line. The XM Moon Knights out there? Oh, really? I wonder what factory they sent that to. You know, all those guys on We Are Collectors that, you know, do all this stuff, I wonder, you know, I wonder if a lot of that stuff's going to get dumped. Not We Are Collectors, I'm just saying he shows everybody's, like, kits and stuff that do pre-paint runs. Like, I wonder what would happen if all that got dumped. Be funny if like Onage one day said screw it. Just release the beast on everything. Then again, what if that place has got hacked too, you know? If they don't have secure servers. I'm sure they do, but... Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Now that you mentioned it, it's probably, you know, it's files. Just like you know. I guess think of it like when Napster came out, they were all against the music sharing, and they wanted to stop it and all that, but it was just too late. They couldn't stop it. It was, and then you went after all the fans, and the fans were like, "Screw you! We're just gonna keep doing it now," and I guess that's kind of like the perfect example. Just, you know, screw it. There's nothing you can do about it. You want to go digital? That's the downside. But I'm pretty sure, like we've talked in the past, AI will take over anyway, so these files won't even matter anymore. I'm pretty sure there's guys out there who are have probably hard drives of files now just stored. I mean, I'm even saving all the STL files I collect now too, that I've been using for all these customs and stuff I've been purchasing. So you know, I got you know, I got a nice little hard drive backup of stuff I could always go back into and pull out a head, a hand, uh, you know, a base, a weapon, or whatever the hell's in there. Why, Terrell? Is it like a ongoing discussion these days, or are people getting pissed off about it? It's kind of curious. Oh yeah, the broken statue for me thing is done. As I said in the past, as of now, I still get people who ask me if I'm interested in a broken statue, but you know they want it close to retail, and I'm like, unless you're giving it to me for shipping cost, I can get an STL for cheaper and make a custom now. So there's no reason to. And then if I need a hand or a head, there's no reason to run on eBay and try to hunt down a sideshow head. I can just STL one and I'm done. So it's opened up a market, but also closed the market. I think I've seen that one, Rukin. Yeah, I mean, I know one guy that I know a few guys that have a lot of files, and I guess it depends on what you're looking for. I'm sure, but I've never come across anyone asking to trade. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I've purchased files and I sent it to guys I know, and I just tell them throw it in your storage in case I need it again or something, and they just keep it for me. So, you know, I'm sure that's what a lot of guys do. If I had any that I was looking for, and if I knew you had it, I'd let you know. But as of right now, I made a post on my Patreon of some stuff that I'm thinking about getting, but I think I'll either just snag them, or I think my one friend subbed to the Patreon already and has them all. And I do a lot of work for him, so he could just pay me in, you know, files too. So that's kind of like something that we do together. Hey, what's up, Model Vault? Oh, they got the printers on sale? Damn. $14K. It'll probably be obsolete in a year. It'll be up to, like, you know, 35. Hey, what's up, Henry? How's it going? Even if I want a printer, can't afford it right now anyway. Although I am getting another poison statue. Somebody that I know had one, and he was getting rid of it. It's supposed to come in the mail today. It was a very good price, so I snagged it from him. Good guy too, so that's going to be a nice little side custom down the line. The same poison I just used from Pop Culture Shock for the Jessie statue. So like I said, whenever somebody's willing to give me an item just for like shipping cost and stuff, I'll snag it. But if it's a full-blown, full retail plus shipping, I don't do that anymore. $6.99. That's not bad actually for a printer. I notice people don't use Gumroad anymore to sell their files. Is there a reason why? Everybody that I follow on Patreon used to use Gumroad, but now they don't do it anymore. Anybody have a inside info of what's going on with that? It's all Cults and CG Trader now. Oh, they did? I did not know that. Then if they banned all not safe for work stuff, that means, then what the hell are they selling? That's all they were really selling, weren't they? Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, because I had a couple Gumroad pages saved, and when I went to them, they were just gone. I was wondering why. Maybe because they didn't have adult-themed stuff, Terrell. I'm sorry, Model Vault. Look at the screen better. I thought, I know some of the guys I was following would sell nude versions of the file, so maybe that's why. I mean, not that I care. I mean, I could still get this file. I was just kind of wondering why it stopped. Because now that there's now that they don't use Gumroad, I don't really go there anymore. I think only the Wicked and Berserk 3D still use it though, right? But they don't really do nude stuff. Really, Abe does? Because I had it saved and it was gone. Maybe something shifted then. I saved Abe 3D for Gumroad, and I think I even went to his Patreon. I don't think he labels Gumroad anymore. Unless maybe I don't have a setting set or something. I don't know. Like maybe I gotta put on like adult settings or something. Alright, well that's good to know. Like I said, I don't think it really matters. It's not like, oh my god, I have to use Gumroad. I was just wondering why, because I had some stuff missing. Because when Raz gave me that huge email of all those sites, I saved all the Gumroad ones. Alright, so like you said, maybe they're still there, but maybe they changed or something. It's a possibility. Alright, I'll have to check. Well, you know what it is? I pretty much just go on CG Trader and Cults anyway now, because they have way more options. So I figure I'll just keep purchasing stuff from there. I know a few 2D artists were using Gumroad and they would sell nude versions of their sketches and stuff, so I wonder where they moved to now. So I don't get why companies do that. It's so stupid. Like, just make an adult section and make a regular section and sell. Like, stopping artists from being able to sell stuff is just dumb. But it usually comes down to also Stripe, which is the biggest money banking lender out there. Even like Apple uses Stripe, so whatever Stripe says, they have to follow. So usually I blame Stripe. Like even if you're you want to start a company, and if Stripe doesn't like you, you can't even get like banks to loan you money. So. Yeah, reconnect Stripe. That's look up Stripe and what they've done to companies in the past. It's a mess. If you have the wrong beliefs, they won't let you start a company. Because what it is you know, you just want to start a company and take credit cards, and if Stripe doesn't like you, they tell, you know, Chase, Bank of America, and all these other companies, nope, don't give that person a card. And then you can't sell. Is that Lady Punisher sitting down? I'm not really a fan of that sculpt. I get the idea, but I wasn't really feeling it when I saw it. Are you printing it for yourself or for somebody? Hey, Infinite, you want to print this? Yeah. Like so. This is well, this was a ES Monster Jessica Rabbit nude statue, but I customized it into a nun. So sadly, this is a one-of-a-kind custom. But if you have the ES Monster Jessica Rabbit file, you can print that. But yeah, this is the nun version I customized. Thank you. Yeah, if you're into Jessica Rabbit, you can print out ES Monster's nude version and customize and make different versions. Hey, what's up, Raccoon? Yeah, YouTube's weird. They're messing around with a lot of people. I'm subbed to like 4 different channels that they don't give me updates anymore. And I'm subbed to get the updates, but they don't do it. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, and I did re-sculpt her chest and booty, so the file, if you print out the file, it won't be as big as I made it. Just to let you know. So you'll have to enhance some aspects of the sculpt. The fits were okay. I just didn't like what they cut. They cut it at really bad areas. I mean, other than the sculpt itself was fine, but if I remember correctly, they cut it off at the calf muscle, right? I think. And then they cut it in here. So there's a little bit of tweaking to do, but yeah, sometimes I don't like where these guys cut these files. You know, I'm so used to like ownage cutting of files, so. Oh, Infinite, I use epoxy sculpt. Oh, I'm not going to be sculpting tonight, but I've done a lot of my videos. This is a epoxy sculpt. So you have you get it in different colors. I don't know if you've heard of this stuff. So you get it in you mix it in equal amounts, and you have about a 3-hour work time before it cures as hard as a rock. And then once it's cured, you can sand it and scrape it. But I have epoxy sculpt and epoxy fix-it sculpt. And then they have a stuff called finishing solution, which helps soften it up. So I use this to soften. If you go into some of my videos and my live streams, I kind of work with this stuff. I'm working on the Supergirl for somebody in chat when they're here, so you can see the hair. So this hair is all the epoxy sculpt stuff, and it cures. It's pretty tough. Yeah, it's I use it on all my sculpts. So if you look at my videos and you see pink, it's a mixture of the Aves epoxy and a mixture of the Fix-It, and then I sculpt with it. But I use paintbrushes, so I go through a lot of paintbrushes. So yeah, you have to go through my videos. If I was sculpting tonight, I would show you more, but tonight's paint night. But if you ever come in other live streams, usually on Fridays, and I'm sculpting, I could show you more. Where is my foam pad? Hey, what's up, Iceman? Yeah, Infinite, that's why I live stream. So if you ever, whenever I'm live streaming and you got questions, I'll answer the best I can. I got nothing to hide. make my life a little easier. I'm doing alright. You doing okay, Iceman? Not like bamboozled today? Not gonna get any trouble out of you? I think that's everybody right now. Before I streamed, got home after I took my father to the doctor's checkups, got some lunch, and then I was watching some updates on the whole Snow White fiasco. Holy crap. Yeah, I was gonna, if I didn't have, I forgot that the doctor's appointment was at 1 o'clock today, so it killed my morning and afternoon. So I was gonna work on Jacob's Supergirl, but I just came home and I was like, I just don't feel like sculpting today, so I figured let me just paint. This way I could get this done. Yeah, I caught up on a video from what was it, with the Clownfish TV, where Disney actually sent an executive out to talk to her, and people are trying to fight with the executive now or something. It's like, it's one thing after another with Disney. They can't get any actors to shut up. Yeah, I saw the Assassin's Creed stuff too the other day. There's just failures after failures. It's crazy what's going on. You know who I like watching? Who's a riot? You ever hear of Bearing? It's like he's like a bear, and I think his wife is like talks with him too. They're like Clownfish TV as well. I get a kick out of them. But yeah, Clownfish calls it Dismal Disney. That's all I call it now too. Yeah, I also heard something going on with, you know, that girl Skull Games? When it came out, I played it too for a while, and I liked it. But, you know, I kind of gave up on video games and fighting games after a while. But supposedly there's some crazy stuff going on with that company too. They're like banning, or they're like censoring all the Skull Girls because it's too real or something. So I didn't know that was going on either. Like, I honestly, it's like every day there's something else. Yeah, I saw a video on Instagram. They were showing all the Assassin's Creed games, all the past ones to what's going on now and stuff, and it's like they took like 10 years step backwards. Doesn't like the Prime Minister or somebody over in Japan want to ban the game? It's like you can't make this up anymore. it's just non-stop. I I think the whole nuke thing really doesn't play like a serious part anymore. I think it's just people are absolutely just insane, and I think it's like I just think we need to bring mental hospitals back. Like, that's why I tell my cousin all the time I miss the 90s. You just wake up, you do your thing. If you didn't like somebody or didn't like a product, you just didn't spend your money and you went on with your day. Now it's like, you don't like something, you gotta destroy it. It's a weird, weird mentality. Well, from what I heard is they actually use the real shrines instead of coming up with fake shrines just to kind of make it a video game. So they actually used the real shrines and they didn't get permission to do it. That's why a lot of video games make up fake stuff. Even though it sort of represents something, it's still like their own little world creation. Like when you start putting real world stuff into a video game, you have to get permission, I think. Whereas if you make up your own little lore, you can get away with it. So I think that's the problem. If I'm right. Well, isn't all the original creators gone anyway? So it's a whole new team doing this stuff? Yeah, like I said, if you're gonna use the shrine, you got to get it done right, and you got to be respectful. But if you're going to create a game and you're going to sort of represent the shrine, but you're going to make it something else, then you got to go off book and come up with some other thing. If you're going to make it, I think that's a mistake because most video games don't do historical stuff in their video games. They try to kind of always represent it, but kind of come away with it, right? Like trying to get something exact like history, I think is a mistake. Because I think growing up playing games, I don't think there was anything like super historical in the games that was correct. It was always just sort of emphasized, but not really there. Yeah, I think they said they were afraid that people were going to come to these shrines now and vandalize them because they saw it in the game. And the sad thing is that I think they're right because of all these damn TikTokers that do stupid shit in other countries now. For clout. Like I said, we need to bring mental homes back. Yeah, I think that's another thing too. There should be repercussions. If you're gonna do stupid shit in other countries, you know, you should pay the penalty. You shouldn't be able to get away with anything. Who was that one guy, what's that one streamer that was over in, what was it, Korea? And he was doing all that dumb shit. I swear to God, like I say, I go on the internet, I watch these videos, and I'm just like, you can't make this stuff up anymore. Johnny, yeah, that guy, yep. I know, it was like one day I was working on some statues, and there's this one guy's channel I watch, but I haven't watched this stuff in a while. He always breaks down stupid idiots, and I saw the whole Johnny Somali thing, and I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, if I was to go to another country, I would not disrespect their, you know, their land and stuff, and their historical marks, you know? Just for, like, TikTok views. Hey, what's up, Butterfly? Yeah, we're just kind of shooting the shit here in the crazy world we live in now. And then I saw the other, oh man, yeah, I saw this morning too before I went to go take my father to the doctor's. I was watching the guy's channel, and there's that other streamer who crashed his car. He was the young kid that was always picking fights with people in supermarkets, and he got big. And I guess his girlfriend just left him. Or something. I'm sitting there just like, if people did this back in the 90s, the other people in the malls, they would get their asses absolutely kicked. Like, nobody would do stupid shit like this. But now people do it and they get away with it. For YouTube and clicks and stuff, it's crazy. I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, I remember that raccoon. What was that person's name? I remember that. Oh, the kid that crashed his car was Jack something. He had that, like, $100,000 car. He crashed it in the rain or something like that. Like, why would you be driving a car like that in the rain anyway? That's weird. And he was still filming afterwards. Like, his friend was, like, bleeding. And he was, like, still filming it just to get it on YouTube and stuff. I was just like, wow. I was like, if I crashed a car and my friend was bleeding, I would be worried about my friend. Well, isn't, like, every famous person now makes their own crypto? It's like a pump and dump. They make these cryptos, and then the minute it goes live, they dump it all and they steal all the money from their fans. Even that Hawk 2 girl did that, right? She created a Bitcoin or a crypto, and she dumped it, and it dropped down to like pennies, but people lost like millions off of it. Canada wants nukes? But Canada's so nice. They don't... What are they going to do? Are the nukes going to say sorry? I'm saying... I make fun of my friend that's in Canada all the time. I ask him how the polar bears are when he drives to work. Hey, what's up, Scott? Yeah, we talked about it one stream. We're gonna do the airbrush coin or the Vince Vale coin. It's gonna be the hottest new coin out there. All the banks are gonna have it. Nuka-Cola? Are you talking about the whole Are you talking about that video game that made that, is that what you're talking about? What was that video game that they made? And it was a completely bug-ridden game. They lied to all the fans. They tried to sell them that rum. Was it Nuka-Cola or something? Fallout, yeah. Is that what you're talking about? I love the whole, what is it, Internet Historian breaks down the Fallout 60, was it 60 something or whatever? Oh, that's hilarious. Nah, we're gonna call it the custom coin. It'll be my little picture that I put in my videos on the one side of the coin. Yeah, Fallout 76, that's it. If Iceman, you should go on YouTube, look up Internet Historian, and watch his Fallout 76 video. You'll laugh your ass off. He's got a couple other videos too that are funny. I love his breakdowns of the whole Shia LaBeouf He Will Not Divide Us flag debacle. I think he's got 4 videos. That is the funniest crap I've ever saw in my life. Yeah, and Internet Historian also talks about all the conventions that failed. His stuff is hilarious. I don't know, Model Vault. Don't lie to me. You probably got penguins and polar bears all over your property. You probably get a nice pint of maple syrup out of the tree outside every morning. Yeah, didn't you like Fallout 76? Like if you had all the paper, the lock picks, it would weigh you down. Yeah, that whole game was a shit show. When they tried to sell the cola, it was hilarious. It was supposed to be like coconut rum, and it was like piss water or something. I tell you, man, over the past couple years, there's been a lot of entertaining things going on. Some crazy, crazy stuff. I think the whole AAA game industry's dead. All the guys I watch that play video games now, they're all buying those $5 Steam games, and they play it with their group of friends, and they just laugh and they screw around for like an hour and film it, and they have way more fun. So honestly, these $5 games on Steam are a riot. Yeah, we talked about that one stream. I'm going to sell my airbrush water. I know you guys would love to have a pint full of that stuff. This way I don't have to let it sit in the tin out in the sun to dry up anymore. I just put it in bottles and sell it to you guys. Just think of the resale value. It'd be like the Black Bag Superman comic books. You guys will be rich. Oh, got a package. Thanks, man. Yeah. Alright, poison statue just arrived. Now I just gotta figure out what character to use for it. Alright, I think I am good. Yes, People are insane. You cannot do anything on the internet anymore without people losing their minds. So it is very, very common now. The whole, I guess the new big thing now is, I'm not getting political, but I'm just talking about how they're bombing all the Teslas now and burning them, setting them on fire. I thought like a year ago they were all happy about electrical vehicles, but now they're burning them. And the sad thing is, it's not the people's fault. Like you're targeting people that have no. It's just, it just blows my mind. I'm just dumbfounded. Thought we were supposed to save the planet by setting an electrical car on fire. You're putting chemicals into the air that's destroying the planet. Like I said, we need to bring mental homes back. Or I need a time machine. I need to go back to the 90s or 80s. I could deal without the internet. Oh, it did? That's funny. Yeah, I saw that raccoon. How bad is your day going to go up to a car or an EV vehicle and go dig into your crack and wipe your hand all over a car? Like, really? Is your day that bad? Well, didn't the one guy set it on fire, but he also caught himself on fire? It just blows my mind. I mean, like, if you don't like someone or like something, like, did you just wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm gonna go and wipe my hand, I'm gonna put my hand up my ass and I'm gonna wipe it on this car, like, and that's gonna show them, that's gonna stick to the man, you know, like, that's crazy. That's something I expect like a drunk man to do, you know? Like you're drunk off your ass and you're just out and you're like, yeah, you know what? But that just seemed like a normal Tuesday for that guy. Yeah, but at least the 80s were normal. Well, you know what it was? Is the 80s and 90s, there was crazy people out there, but we didn't know about them because we didn't have the internet to give them a voice. But now the internet's giving them a voice, so they're all over the place. Like, if I had a friend and he got caught wiping his ass on the car and he was all over the internet, I would never let him live it down. I would just make fun of him nonstop. I'd be like, dude, what were you thinking? Or if I had a relative, you know, I'd be like, what were you smoking that day? And what cracks me up is none of them realize that there's cameras everywhere. I mean, people have cameras on in their driveways, their parking lots, you know, banks. There's cameras everywhere now. And even if you cover your face, the cameras are filming you as you go down the streets. So cops can go and get those cameras and find out where you headed. Like, you can't hide anymore. I am filming myself doing something stupid. I'm filming a custom-ass nurse statue. But it's not going to get enough traction, though, because it's not politically motivated. Now, if you guys go and make some kind of stink about it on X or one of those other social media sites, that it goes against religion or something, then yeah, I could make those 1 million views. Get my 15 minutes of fame. Yeah, but that's the kind of DNA you don't want to mess with, you know? That's probably like Cheetos and, you know, Velveeta cheese mixed in with some other crap. Like you said, some Taco Bell. With some asparagus. Nah, I can't beat a hawk to it. I'm not, I'm too old for that stuff. I come from the 90s. We're pretty much just want to be left alone and not deal with this stupid shit anymore. I watched that one guy on YouTube who, he puts on the Generation X t-shirt. He's a millennial and the Gen Y, and they all talk to each other, but it's the same guy. I forget his name. He cracked me up. Yeah, but the problem is I'm just a YouTuber with what, like 20,000 subs, and I only get like what, like 300 views a video. So I don't think they really would care. It won't really help the cause, I guess. Well, yeah, I've always said it. I'm not a YouTuber, and I'm not looking to be like make a living off YouTube. I just do it for fun. This stuff is what, you know, I like to do for clients and commissions and stuff. I'm not I don't want that YouTube. Everyone looks like they get so burnt out with YouTube anyway, that do it for a living. It just seems like everybody just kind of gets to the point where they just gotta pump out videos and are not even caring anymore. I think Iceman's out to get me canceled. Iceman's secretly playing the long game. Yeah, we still got to make the first person to get gets booted off my or banned from my streams, and they get a T-shirt too. I was banned from Vince Vale's streams. Everyone would be like, "Woo, who's that?" Yeah, it's funny, I have a Twitter account and I never use it, so you guys could sit there and rage against me, I probably would never even know. Everyone would be sitting there raging, like, how come this guy isn't replying? I'm just sitting here, like, painting a statue, like, not even knowing what the hell's going on. I'd be canceled and still wouldn't even know it. Yeah, I was talking to my friend today too. It might end up where everyone's gonna move to Rumble anyway. The way YouTube is screwing everybody's notifications. Well, Rumble is getting better. Their app's gotten better. I have to start uploading to them again, because you used to be able to upload to YouTube and Rumble at the same time, but like I think YouTube friggin' flipped out over that or something, so you can't do it anymore. So I got to start uploading my videos to Rumble again now when I do my YouTube stuff, because I have a funny feeling in another year or so I think YouTube is going to get rid of everybody and just focus on becoming the new like cable television. So that's kind of where I'm thinking things are going. Well, the YouTube and sync on Rumble used to work perfectly, but YouTube found out about it and they went apeshit on Rumble or something, and then they kind of had to stop it. Something happened. Yeah, it was wasn't a Clownfish TV. They just came out with a video how everybody is like the young generation doesn't even watch movies anymore either. They just live on YouTube. I mean, hell, that's all I watch is YouTube. I don't have cable. I haven't had cable since 2009. I just do everything on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's gotten bad with ads because now, like, if I watch something at night, like it's the end of the night, it's probably like, 10 o'clock, I just got finished with work, I'm relaxing, got cleaned up. Like, the ads on YouTube now run for like almost a minute. They used to be like 30 seconds or 15 seconds, and now they're like a minute now. So they've gotten crazy with the ad length. Yeah, I find YouTube entertaining. Like I've been watching. Oh, I've been listening to these. It's called like galactic videos where like humans enter the galactic community, and they talk about like humans saying "hold my beer" and stuff, and they're just funny, like I guess AI stories, and it's way more entertaining than like stuff that Disney or any of them put out. So, and I can listen to it and do work. So I've been listening to that stuff. Just trying to find new things here and there to listen to during the day. This one little area looks a little bit better. Not 100%. Yeah. Hey Breton, how's it going? Yeah, we're just working on some Jessica Rabbits, talking crap, shooting the shit, getting through another day of hell, waiting for World War III to start, typical stuff. Iceman's trying to get me canceled, normal stream. Yeah, watch that Internet Historian Bethesda. It's hilarious. He doesn't really do many videos like he used to, but around the time he was doing it, he posted a lot of the drama stuff going on. It was pretty funny. The Bethesda one was good. The Shia LaBeouf, he would not divide us flag was pretty good. A lot of funny crap went on during that time. Definitely worth a watch. the other videos on internet is storing like Rainforest and what was the other one? The other convention one with the ball pit. A lot of funny stuff went on during that time. A lot of lost money too for people. I don't have a lot of colors I'm painting. What I did is, for like the other ones, so there's a pro acrylic pale pink, and then tan flesh. So what I mixed those two together to get a base color. So it's not super pale, but it's not super tan. So that's my base color. And then I'm using this shadow flesh to do the shadows. And then I'll go back with these and tone them down. I did use some, some Formula P3 flesh wash. And then I also used some, a mixture of Freak Flex from Badger, some maroon, yellow, well this is orange, orange and red. And I got a, like a vermilion hue, and that's about it. But I'm trying to keep her sort of lighter color, but some kind of life to her as well. You can kind of see, I don't know how well you can see in the camera what I did with, this is how this one turned out. I can show you in the other camera later. So she's kind of pale skin, but has some shadows to her. So I'm not really going crazy with the flesh tones on it, because I want to keep her sort of kind of basic. But like always, I just kind of lay some heavy color down right now, and then I blend. So I don't have a set formula. I just kind of keep blending till I get it where I want it. Yeah, she's simple, but I'm still trying to just paint how I normally paint. This is somewhat how I painted the other Jessica Rabbits, but I had the garage kit colors, so they were a little bit easier last time. So I'm also still getting used to these, but so like with the pale pink, I put water in here and a little bit of the pale pink, and I'll use it like a semi-transparent, and then I'll just take it down. So I just kind of I mean, if you wanted to make it simple like the sideshow one, you could just do these two colors that I'm doing and that's it. But I'm gonna, like normal, just kind of make it pop a little bit more, have fun with it. But I'm trying to create that shadow underneath here and around her leggings too, to kind of make it pop a little bit more, like you see in like some artwork. And I wish I still had Garage Kit Plus colors. Their transparencies, like I said last stream, are just, I just miss them. And then I have this bottle here that I've just been putting a lot of the older paints back into, so it's going to be like a mixture at the end. So try not to waste a lot of paint. So this one's coming like a mismatch. The arms are going to be latex gloves, so they don't have to be skin tone. So it's a latex corset, latex leggings, latex gloves, latex underwear, but I didn't mask that off because it's too hard to. And then her, this is going to be white, and then that's a black cloth. So yeah, the gloves are going to be black latex, so we don't have to worry about that. So, as I talked about on my last stream, I tried to make a vermilion hue. So I have some water in here, a couple drops of this red tint, a little drop of this orange tint, and then this is maroon. So this gets me as close to Garage Kit colors as they were with the transparencies. So it gets as close as possible. She is a little bit more on the reddish side, at least the other ones too. Normally, I would use my mixture of the burnt, the raw sienna. Wait, no, what is it? Yeah, burnt sienna hue from Golden. I usually mix up like this color to have their formula. But since she's kind of a cartoon character, I'm keeping a little bit more reddish skins. But I'm trying not to make her look like Vampirella either. And I spray heavy, and then I spray down, I spray heavy, and I spray down. I use Tester's dull coat to sort of melt it all together, and then I go back in. So it's just constant layering. But when I bring it to the other camera, you'll see a difference because my studio lights really screw with the camera. I'm not an expert on filming, so... So in between her legs, there's a little mishap in there, so I gotta get some color back in there. Hey, Zurchin, if you want to test stuff together, tape, I think, you know, like that, that tacky stuff they used on the walls to, like, tack stuff to a wall, that, like, you could probably get I don't know if they make that stuff anymore, but some people use that stuff to sort of stick the statues together, and then it comes right off. Do they make that stuff anymore? Remember they used to have that in the 90s? Like, that tacky stuff you can... you know, stick on back of like a frame or something and stick it to a wall. Do they make that stuff anymore? I know guys back in the day, around 2005 ever, used to like put kits together with that stuff just to kind of take pictures. where's my tester's dull coat? It's on the floor with a bunch of other paints. Yeah, but we've been having the famine was supposed to come in the 80s, and then it was supposed to come in the 90s, and it was supposed to come in the 2000s, and then it was supposed to come last week. Well, if it happens, I'm coming to live with you. How about that? Get the couch ready. I'm going to be that guy sleeping on your couch. What color? This one. Yeah, blue tack. I think that's what it is. I don't think that stuff will hurt your statues at all. So if you want to just sort of like put a little of the tack in there and kind of put your statue there, I'm not saying it's going to hold your whole item. It's not really meant to like keep everything together. But if you just want to get a feel for how it looks, you can do it. But normally what I do is if I want to put a statue together, you can get your blue tape off of, over at the hardware store, Home Depot, and you could just put the tape around areas. For example, like this statue here, I have keys for them already made, but if you wanted to, you could just grab this blue tape, and you can just put it around the item like that. And it could hold it together for a while, and then it just comes right off. It doesn't do anything, So you could use blue tape, or you could use masking tape as well too. Yeah, if it's the end of the world and I have to paint statues for food, I'm okay with it. I just don't want to hear you yelling, put me in a hole, and starts yelling at me to put the lotion on. That's where I draw the line. I don't want to hear it puts the lotion on. So I'll be like Joe Dirt in the ground. Alright, I'll put the lotion on. Don't say it. Don't spray it, say it. Yeah, that was the idea, Scott. Gotta have that big booty back there. You got an email to join the Illuminati? I think it's legit, dude. I think they want you in. I say you join. Now, if they talk about you gotta drink the grape Kool-Aid to get in, that's where you draw the line. But if they want you in, man, go for it. Just give us all the secrets, alright? Come back and just give us the secrets. It's like that, what was that thing, Cicada 2603 or something? I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, where they were trying to do these online puzzles and stuff, and then they would get invited into a secret organization if you could solve them. Except they got Iceman in because he made a statue of the villain character they worship. So they're like, we want you in our crew. Yeah, the Prince of Nigeria wants you to give it. You know, the funny thing is, it's probably legit for Iceman, and he's going to block it, and the guy's going to be sitting there with all this money, be like, damn, that guy just won't help me. The big scam going around now here is they're faking Easy Pass text to your phone, and they're saying that your Easy Pass is overextended or something, and they give you a link on your phone, and supposedly if you click it, it hacks your phone. I delete everything. Even if it's family members, I probably have deleted it. I mean, it's just like emails. If you just click on the email, because I get those fake PayPal emails all the time, you know, or I even get stuff that I don't even belong to a bank. Like, your bank has been hacked, and you click on the email, it's like some weird number at gmail.com, and it's like, it's fake, you know? But that seems to be happening a lot. Usually whenever the economy gets really bad, these emails come out like crazy. Nah, I don't even reply. I actually get a lot of those emails or text messages saying that we want to buy your house. You know? So usually I just send them gift messages back of the house on fire or burning or like trashed. You know, and then just like, and then I say $1 million. So. They actually been stepping up their game. They actually send out checks now. It's like a fake check in the mail, and then when you open it up, it says we want to buy your house for this much money. So I guess they're trying to target people who are really down and out on their luck. I don't know, crazy times. I'm gonna have to seal this before I unmask it, because I can't seal it afterwards. I'll bring it over to the other camera so you guys can see what's going on. Well, didn't some lady get scammed by a fake AI? I gotta get underneath her cleavage, but there was a fake Brad Pitt AI going around, and this lady left her husband and gave all her money to this AI thing. Like, did she really think Brad Pitt was going to pick her over her husband or something? I don't know. Alright, I got a couple more spots to clean up, but we can see we got some life to her. I mean, honestly, did this lady really think she's a middle-aged? Actually, no, she was actually older. Wasn't she like in her 60s or something? And it was a fake AI guy doing stuff. But he also photoshopped a fake picture of Brad Pitt in a bed in a hospital, and she thought it was real. And he was like, "Oh, I need you to give me money to survive." Like, really? Brad Pitt, out of millions and millions of women, picked her. Like, really? I've actually been watching a lot of the AI on Instagram, and I'm actually starting to be able to pick it up a little bit more. So I'm actually starting to sort of like see AI better than some of my friends, because my friend sent me a picture of a girl, and he's like, "What do you think of her?" And I was like, "Dude, it's AI." He's like, "How did you know?" I'm like, "It's so obvious." Alright, let me see something here. So it's got some tweaking there. What is going on over here? that before. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. I think if I try and mess with it, it won't work. Oh, it's approved, but, you know, I'm sorry, but if someone says they were Brad Pitt and you need to save me out of the blue, I'd be like, dude, good luck. Well, you got enough money. Hey, what's up, Devastator? Yeah, Raccoon, what it is you're able to film yourself walking, and then you use AI to adjust your anatomy and face and stuff. So it's probably it probably is somebody walking, but the AI is just imposed over it. Even in my feed, there's just like one really skinny girl with this waist, and she wears these thongs, and it's so thin, it's weird looking, and it's completely AI. I can tell people think it's real. That, oh, you look amazing, you lost weight, but you can see like that anatomy is just completely off. So, but yeah, but then again, I think people they pay for these fake, replies, and other people start following. That the problem too with Instagram, I hate, is if I'm scrolling and I accidentally click on an item, all of a sudden I start getting all that crap in my feed. So I that's the one thing I hate about Instagram. You accidentally click on something, and next thing you know, it's all of that crap. I try to fuse out a lot of the AI stuff though, because especially all those Instagram models, because they're trying to sell OnlyFans accounts, you know, and it's just some dude making AI pictures of a girl, and he's just selling his OnlyFans. So I gotta fix this. It's kind of bothering me. Yeah, that's true. You're looking on a phone, you know, and you're not really seeing like the whole, like, a lot of the inconsistencies and stuff. So the sad thing is it's rampant now. It's really, really rampant. I mean, there's so many accounts of it now. Like, I don't get a lot of the traditional artworks that I follow, because I try to follow a lot of the artists, you know, that draw comics and stuff. And if you accidentally click on one of those AI stuff, they push all that other shit out of the feeds. Well, DeviantArt, I go on DeviantArt a lot for reference. And the reason why I don't care what I see on DeviantArt is because there's a lot of stuff I use for ideas for statues and what ifs, and so I just kind of use that for just ideas. But yeah, it is rampant there too. No, what I do is I only sub. I sub to a lot of people on Instagram that do traditional art. So at least I get to see all their updates all the time. Except I had to delete a couple female artists because they stopped posting pictures of art and they were just posting selfies all the time. So I had to delete them from my feed because I was like, I'm here to see your art, not you putting the duck face in the camera, you know? So I deleted a couple of those female artists. You know, like do one of your duck face video, like make 2 channels, one for your duck face and one for your artwork, and I'll be happy. And I also deleted a couple of the guy artists too because they were posting pictures of them out like on weekends or on vacations, and I was just like do a personal account somewhere else. I just want to see the art. That's it. So, and then you get. That's the other problem too. You also get the people who start posting political shit too. So there was 2 sculptors I was following. I forgot who they were, and they just went on to political shit. So I was like, all right, you're gone. Yeah, the duck face really pisses me off. That it's like you have a lot of good artwork. You know, you're drawing like, you know, this artwork and you're showing pictures, and then all of a sudden you go here and it's just her face and a duck face. And I was just like, oh, I was like, come on, do that somewhere else. Yeah, so it's duck faces, pictures of your food when you're eating, or political stuff. I usually just delete those channels. Come on, Iceman, you gotta know the duck face. Are you that much of a boomer that you don't even know the duck face? That should just get you banned from chat right then and there. Always got time to watch the ducks, man. Send me the link, Raccoon. I'm always willing to check out more artwork from people. I think that's everything I missed. You're not busy, dude. Come on. How are you going to navigate life if you don't know how to navigate the internet and all the memes and internet bullshit going on? This is important stuff to get through society. Yeah, you need to find yourself a nice Instagram model that does the duck face. That'll get you'll have a nice time with that. She'll take pictures of food before you're allowed to eat. Funny thing is, I have gone out before and I have seen girlfriends sit there and take pictures of the food before they're allowed to eat. I thought it was a joke till I actually saw it. Where is this? Over here. Alright, let's do a little bit of a lighter piece. Yeah, that's common too. That's another common one. Nah, if Yellowstone went, basically all the Americans would probably just go over there with marshmallows and you know, s'mores and just have a keg party. I don't even think that could stop the country now. They'd just be sitting there saying, "Hold my beer," and just trying to see who can go through the Yellowstone geyser without burning. Really, Raccoon? Raccoon, can you imagine somebody going back to you in the 80s and 90s and saying this is what the world would be like now? Alright, I'm going to start doing some highlights. I'm going to do some pale pink, a little bit more with this. Trying to get a little highlights going. Actually, I'm actually shocked somebody young was bowling. I miss bowling. I can't do it with my shoulder anymore. Used to bowl all the time. That was fun. Yeah, at least we could say back in our day it was legit fun. Yeah, when I was in art school, I worked with a guy who loved to bowl. He took me bowling all the time, and he taught me how to bowl with just 2 fingers and put a spin on it. And used to do it all the time, but since my shoulder issues, I gotta paint statues. That's more important, so I can't bowl anymore. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, I think we gotta do some pastel work, the eyeshadow, and then we conceal. Iceman's gonna be that mean old dude. That old dude that just sits on his front, you know, stoop, yelling at kids all day long, yelling at the birds. You know what I want to do? I'm sure, Raccoon, you probably have done this. I want to do that axe throwing thing. That's kind of popping up everywhere. There's one a couple towns over. I know my one cousin went and did it. That's what I want to try one time. Go out and do some axe throwing. Millennials aren't the problem anymore. It's the generation after. What is it, Z or Y? Okay. I'm pretty happy with where everything is right now. See, Pokemon cards were after my time. Pokemon cards were popular. I think it was Magic cards were more popular in high school, when I was in high school. And then Pokemon cards came out, I think. When did Pokemon come out? Like probably around 97, I think? 98? So I was in art school at the time. Yeah, so Pokemon, I know my little cousin, he was into the Pokemon stuff. I remember I got him a couple packs for his birthday. I mean, if I had known that those damn Charizard cards would be so expensive, I would have just been buying them up at the time. Because they were like in every comic book store at the time. You know, they were like 20 bucks here, $20 there. Nobody knew at the time. But I was a comic book guy, so that's all I really collected. But I'm the generation of G.I. Joe, Transformers. Turtles were kind of there, but they were more later. You know, they were more of the later 90s, getting ready to go into high school. So I really didn't collect Turtles as much. I had some, but... well, I think when I say Turtles, I mean more of the action figures. I don't think the action figures came out in the 80s, did they? I don't remember them in the 80s. I think it was more the 90s, right? Because I remember my brother was into the Turtles, but he liked the book. But I remember the figures though. I thought were more 90s. Yeah, they've been saying lately that once the Generation X dies out, they're not even going to be able to sell toys anymore because kids don't even buy them. Like the biggest market for like action figures and stuff is mostly my age group, I think. Yeah, I think definitely more 90s, at least for the merchandise stuff. That's why the comic books are so rare, because I guess they were more 80s, but it didn't blow up to the 90s. Yeah, Generation X is the forgotten gen. That's me, because I was born in '77. So we're the last generation to know a world without cell phones, without the internet. Hell, we had everything from 8-track tapes to cassettes to CDs to DVDs to Blu-rays to VHS, MP3s, cell phones. So our generation knows everything. It's kind of crazy to think about it, because I remember back in the day in the car with my aunt, and she was rocking the 8-track tape, you know? Putting those, having like a little bag of 8-tracks in her little special bag for 8-track tapes. And you had to listen to the whole thing. You couldn't sit there and rewind to your favorite song. And then cassettes came out of nowhere, and everybody had cassettes. And then DVDs came out of nowhere. It seems cassette tapes are coming back, and also records. I was walking through Walmart and I saw records there. I was like, oh, so records are coming back now too? 'Cause I know in Japan, I think it's Japan or is it China, cassette tapes are a big thing again. I think it's Japan. Maybe it's China. But yeah, it's supposedly it's like a big thing over there again now. I had to purge all my cassette tapes. They were all rotten out. They were all just overplayed. I had to get rid of them. Well, they say now if you have a stick shift car, it's like it's an anti-theft vehicle now, because the young generation doesn't know how to drive it. Yep, rotary phones. We had dial-up when the internet first came out. Talk about... I just laugh at it now, man. The internet now compared to what it was. Yeah, I do miss the old cartoons. I miss the old animation. I miss that. That definitely is something I miss. I love the old animated stuff. Oh man, when AOL chat rooms came out, I remember I never knew what that was. And then my friend invited me over his house one day. He said, "Yo, we're gonna mess around with people in chat." I was like, "Chat?" I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" So we go over. He boots up his computer. I'm like, "Dude, when did you get a computer?" Because that was all new to me. And then we went into AOL chat rooms, and you had to do age, sex, location, and just talk crap to people, and he would get booted at every chat room we went into. Yeah, AOL, the AOL chat rooms were fun because it was like the Wild West. You could say anything you wanted, nobody knew who the hell you were. Can you imagine the young generation now going into an AOL chat room back in the day and the amount of stuff that would trigger them? Oh, it was definitely the Wild West of the internet. That is damn for sure. You know, I used to have trouble, though, going to some of those AOL chat rooms because the spam would be so fast and going so crazy that I didn't know who I was talking to, you know? But that was like when I first got into it and I first got a computer, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was at my friend's house, you know, it was like, you know, he was already on the damn AOL chat for like 5 months at that time before I even knew about it. And then, yeah, afterwards everything went crazy. Early YouTube, I wasn't on the early YouTube. I know of it, but I wasn't really on it. But then once it got bigger and it started getting better before Google, that's kind of when I started getting onto it. But it was also still hard to, you know, watch those videos because it was still, the internet was early and it couldn't stream them too well. But when I did get my first Mac computer after art school, and I had my own computer and I paid for my own dial-up, that's when I started doing the whole Napster stuff. And then what else was Napster? And it was also something else. There was something else beside Napster. What was the other one? I forgot the other one. I was on that one a lot. I got a lot of my Adobe programs from that stuff. No, not LimeWire. There was something else. There's another one that was a file sharing that was available on Mac at the time. I forgot what it was called. Well, YouTube was bought out by Google, so they redid the whole website at a certain point too. So a lot of that old stuff was obsolete when they redid the site. I still have a lot of my music back from the Napster days. It's still on my computer to this day. That's how lazy I am. Alright, I think we'll do the eyeshadow and seal it. When it comes to music, I'm not picky. It's if I can hear the song, I'm happy. I'm not like have to have that perfect file or anything. Nowadays, I just have playlists on YouTube I listen to. I don't even use iTunes really anymore. The only reason I use iTunes is when I go for my walk on my old iPod. I just play that and that's it. Here it is. Well, they don't make iPods anymore. You have to buy old used ones. Or you could buy an old iPhone and use that as an iPod basically now. That's basically if you have an old phone and you're not using it anymore, you can just use it like an iPod. I have one of the old little tiny iPod Nanos and it still works fine, and I use it for when I go for walks. Okay, that works. Put it on the side here. Okay, can't do any more than that. I think that looks good. Yeah, honestly, if you could find yourself an old iPhone, you know, and you don't have to put a phone number on it. You could just put an account on there and use it as an iPod, basically. I have an iPhone SE 2 second generation, and I figured there's no sense of trading it in when I get a new one, because at that point it won't even get any money. I could just turn it into like an iPod or something. like a camera slash iPod and just not have a phone on it. It kind of sucks. I miss the iPod. I still have my very first iPod, the one where you... Well, not the very first one. It's like the second generation. It's the white brick one with the hard drive in it. I still got that in my drawer. Still got all the music on it, too. I wonder if it still works. No, I'm an Apple junkie. I've been an Apple fan since the Power PC, before it became what it is now. I hate PC, so. Let's grab this one. So I think I'm gonna do a half matte varnish and half satin varnish mixed together. So she's not shiny, but she's not perfectly flat. I bet you that cell phone's worth money too. I have my, I still have my flip phones, my Razr flip phones. I was just the type of person where whenever the hell I got a new phone, I just threw the other one in the drawer. So I still got those as well. Yeah, PC Master Race is going to go down first. It's alright. You know what's funny about that Zach Morris cell phone, that old cell phone stuff? It's funny we laugh about it now, but there was people rocking those things back in the day. Like, I even had family members and stuff, you know, they would go into their purses or, you know, they would go into their car and they would pull out those cell phones and rock them and stuff. It was, you know, we laugh about it, but it was a legit thing back then. I never owned one, though. That I never owned because I guess I just didn't want to talk to people. I think the biggest thing for me in high school and growing up was beepers. That was the era of 1993 to 95. Everybody had their beepers. Once again, I never had one, but everyone I was hanging out with had a beeper. Yeah, at first it was like drug dealers, but then after that, everybody just had them. I think it was a lot of the high school girls had them because they would get their page and they would run outside to their cell phone to get the message, and then they would run back to class, and then their other friend would get the message and go. It was a weird thing they were doing at the time. Good coat. Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun, dude. That's not a fun time. But see, at least you got a cool story out of it. Not a great story, but a cool story. I wouldn't say it was a boom. I think, well, at least growing up, I always had a yo-yo, so. But I do remember it was like a competition thing back then. So I do remember the competition stuff. But as a kid, I think I always had one. Yeah, I was never good with the yo-yo either, but I tried. So all you can do is try. I'm not sealing the legs because we got to do stockings on this one. So that will be for Friday. Seal up these arms. Get all this done. That's a little. I gotta fix that underarm. I'll do that another day. Even though I just sealed this, you can still kind of go back in and touch it up. Done it plenty of times. Alright, so I'm going to pull off the mask. So, before I pull off the masking and I kind of close out the stream and all that stuff, anyone that is on my Patreon, I made a post. Did you guys see it? Because Raz said he saw it. I mean, we'll talk more about it on Friday. But the idea is what I'm trying to think about doing with the next batch of customs. So if you guys, I also made it public too, so if anyone else wants to go see it on my Patreon page, some feedback, just some ideas about what we could do with the next batch. Yeah, I'm trying, because me and Raz were talking earlier, I want to narrow it down to like something, you know? Like, do we want to do a Savage Land character? But it could be like a Velma or a Shigo from Kim Possible, or a Pokemon Girl, but it's Savage Land. Do we want to do like a lingerie version of a character? Just trying to narrow it down to something. Make it a little bit easier, you know? So that's kind of the idea I'm thinking. Now, the Savage Land doesn't have to be the Savage Land Storm that I showed. It could be any model, but it could be a Savage Land version, you know. It could be off the Poison statue. It could be off the, whatchamacall, off the Deja Thoris one. You know, trying to just come up with some ideas about stuff. It could be like a swimsuit, a cheerleader, I don't know, just thinking out loud, trying to come up with something. World War II pinup? You mean the stuff like you see on like the airplane stuff? That could work, but it also depends on the model too, I guess. So what I was telling Raz earlier was, and even he knows it too, when you look at the statues, don't look at the face. The head and hair can always be changed with 3D printing. It's the body and the anatomy is what I'm looking at mostly, you know? So like, you know, if we were to do, you know, like, alright, for a Savage Land, it doesn't have to be that Storm because she's already in Savage Land. It could be the Poison statue, you know, and say like, just for instance, the Jessie from Pokemon one, I could always get the file I used last time for that head for my custom and have that head printed for that body, you know. Yeah, I think there's Princess Peach files out there. There's Bowsette files out there. So you know, we could always just kind of like take those elements from a statue and swap it onto something else. So if we wanted to use this body, you could always get like the Bowsette or the Princess Peach head. They also did Ape3D did a Bombzette, you know, or the Bomb character from Mario. There's also Boozette out there, you know. There's a lot of options. We just got to come up with a theme. Yeah, so brainstorm, think about it. You know, we could talk more on Friday. Just trying to toy with ideas. I mean, like, World War II pinups could work. You know, I mean, that's something, yeah, because, like, as I told Raz, as much as I know you would want to do some off-the-wall characters, it has to be something that sells, too, because, honestly, I'm not big enough on Patreon where I could just do stuff for fun. So the idea would have to be something that would sell that we could fund the next project. And I'm not looking to make crazy amounts of profit, but I don't want to do the stuff for free either. So it's kind of like we got to kind of keep it into the sell range too. So I mean, yeah, if you think a Savage Land would be fun, we could definitely do one Savage Land. You know, the World War II pinup thing is not a bad idea. There's you know, there's you know, the lingerie type look, like, you know, something like this. You know, there could be, you know, I'm trying to think of other ideas to do that are kind of famous. Yeah, there's Hinata, there's, you know, Sakura, Tsunade. So those are a bunch of Naruto girls that could work as a, you know, a Savage Land. You know, if you were to do Tsunade, she has to have a big chest because she's known for a big chest. Hinata, kind of, she has the, you know, the cross-stitching shirt type thing. Sakura has the basically the head with the hair. So, and there's a bunch of Tsunade kits out there, STL files. I mean, there's the first. I think it was Abe did a Hinata, which I actually want. I think I might want to get printed up for myself down the line. Well, I'm thinking of doing another 3 sculpts. You know, 3 more items. Because it's kind of 3 seems to be a good number to do, like, sculpting each night, where I could work on one, work on the other, and not have to just do one and sit there at the night. So you figure we could do 1 Savage Land item, maybe, you know, or a lingerie item, or a cheerleader item. We can make a Pokemon character, so it doesn't have to be, you know, doesn't have to be the Pokemon girls. It could be like a Wonder Woman as a Pokemon character, you know? I don't know, I'm just throwing out ideas. You know, so it could be like, you know, Catwoman as a Pokemon character, or, you know, I saw a guy on, DeviantArt. He did every character as a Pokemon girl, like, you know, the Jessie Team Rocket character I just did. Well, what he did was he put everybody in a Team Rocket outfit, but it was like Power Girl, Wonder Woman, Black Canary, Dark Phoenix. He did all of them, but it was in the Team Rocket outfit. So that's another idea too, you know. It could, you know, it could be like Team Rocket, but instead of the R, it could be that character. It could be like Wonder Woman, or it could be like Power Girl, or Black Canary. So that's an idea too. You know, trying to narrow down the theme a little bit. That's why I look on DeviantArt all the time, because there's always crazy ideas I come across. So I could post that up too, you know, as an idea. World War II idea is not bad, but, you know, like, I want the Patreon members to kind of vote on it. You know, the guys who support and see what they want, and then from there we could kind of play with it. You know, I mean, it doesn't have to be a World War II. It could be sort of like a pin-up Vargas type look. But then again, there's not many sculpts that scream like pin-up, you know? That's the other thing too. Yeah, we have to find a sculpt that would work. Trying to think of other ideas. Yeah, but as far as Savage Land, you can have a Wonder Woman Savage Land. You can have Jessie Pokemon, you know, Velma, Wilma. You can have any kind of character in Savage Land. I don't know what other themes, you know, there's Savage Land, there's no Venomized stuff. I'm not doing any Venomized crap. There's too much Venomized shit out there on the Facebook groups already, so I'm not doing any of that. I'm sick of the whole Venom thing. I don't know what else out there. I'm trying to think of teams and IPs. Street Fighter. The only thing is Street Fighter. What do? Do you do them in a Ryu-Gi outfit? Do you do them in a Chun-Li outfit? Do you do it in a Cammy outfit? So, like with Street Fighter, you would have to narrow down the character. You know. Oh, you watched Craven? I didn't hear much good about it. I didn't hear anything great, but I didn't hear anything good either. You know, bad. So I don't know. I'm over the whole Marvel stuff anyway. You know, you could do a Vampirella theme where, you know, it could be a character in a Vampirella outfit, but that's pretty simplified. I mean, you could do a Naruto character, but it could be like a ninja outfit, you know? But it could be a Wonder Woman in Naruto universe. I don't know. Just trying to think of other ideas, whether IPs and stuff. Well, as far as the World War II outfit, there is a couple of there's a couple of ideas out there that I'm thinking off the top of my head, but I would have to really sift through a bunch of those STL files. I'm just trying to think of just themes. There's a Devastator. If you go on to DeviantArt and you look up Jessica Rabbit artwork, you'll be up there for days. There is Jessica Rabbit stuff in everything you can imagine. Everything from superhero outfits to Vampirella to, like, Jessica Rabbit is a huge, huge fan base, and there is tons and tons of artwork of her out there. So, yeah, she has been in, I have seen her in Vampirella outfits plenty of times. But, yeah, we did our Jessica Rabbits now, so we're going to kind of go off the book on something else. A little more superhero-ish or more animated, one or the other. So I'm just trying to think what other stuff we could do. A lot of ideas I've seen lately. If you go on to Instagram, there's a lot of Disney princesses as like different characters. So the AI merges them with like Freddy Krueger, Jason, Harley Quinn. There's a lot of crazy AI stuff out there too. I've already did I done a Jessica Rabbit nurse? No, I don't think I did a nurse. I've done the Harley Quinn nurses. And I've done the Jessica Rabbit and the French maid, which was probably my favorite Jessica Rabbit I ever did. We could do a French maid outfit too, for characters, you know. It could be Wonder Woman in a French maid outfit and use some of the elements to it. I don't know. Like I said, if you guys are on Patreon, come up with some ideas and post on the thread I made. And on Friday, we'll talk about it a little bit more. And maybe something will pop up. I don't know, off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything else. I don't know. Something that would... It's kind of hard. It pops into your head, though. It comes out of the blue. Something that can actually scream the character, but have a theme. So Savage Land kind of works, because you can kind of have their tattered clothes. Lingerie works, because you can add a sort of lingerie to fit the character. Lady Death, Coffin's been, what is it, Coffin? Isn't that the company that makes the stuff? They've made a couple good statues. Nothing that I would run out to get. Sideshow made 2 premium formats of Lady Death. I think the first Lady Death they did look like it came right out of a comic book. But yeah, there's lots of ideas we can do. But alright, I think I am calling it a night though. But yeah, think about it. If you come up on the stream on Friday, maybe we could write a list on the stream, come up with a little bit more ideas, and we could think about some stuff. But other than that, the Jessicas are coming along pretty well. So what I'll do is on Friday, we're going to start working on the elements on the faces, kind of get the eyes and everything set up. We're going to work on her leggings, her pantyhose. We'll start doing some trim work around here to get ready for the latex outfit. And we'll probably do some stuff here. We got to do the underwear on her. And we could probably do it on her too. And we'll just kind of keep plugging away. And I think I'm also going to start up Roger too on Friday. Start getting him painted. Alright, so you guys have a good one. See you guys Friday. Anything, like I said, if you get a chance, go on my Patreon page if you get some ideas too.